Salut, salut mes amis. Bonjour, bonjour. Comment ça va? Mes amis, you watched me do these in class today, and now Mademoiselle Jory is going to do them for you. Hear and demonstrate how she does the two different ones, because avec ma première groupe, I did this one. Avec ma deuxième groupe, I did this one. So now I'm actually going to do both of them. Okay, and there will be some times, mes amis, that I will speed through so that you don't have to sit and watch the whole thing again in slow motion. So I will do some speed ups when I edit this through, but here we go. This is our perspective view of our bonhomme de neige. So we're looking at it from the top down. And yes, he kind of does look like he is melting a little bit. So what we need aujourd'hui for this petit projet d'art is a black crayon or a black felt. You may use, we've got papier blanc, papier blanc, so white paper. I have also blue paper if you choose to do this one. I have various shades of different colors of construction paper. Jaune, j'ai bleu, et aussi j'ai brun, parce qu'on a besoin les branches pour les bras. We need branches for arms. Parce qu'on a besoin un tuque, we need a chapeau pour notre, and you can also do one in black. I actually think I might do both of these other ones in black. Et aussi, you want some paper pour un foulard. We want a lovely scarf. Et papier orange pour carottes, les carottes. So for this one, you're going to need paint and a sponge, okay? For this one, you're just going to need, I prefer to use crayons, or if you even have pastels to rub through, you can use those as well. Okay, I'm going to start avec papier blanc. I'll start with the white paper one, and then we will move on to this one. Some other things that you're going to need, mes amis, for both of these projects would also be colle. Mademoiselle Jory a oublié la colle. You're also going to need some cardboard from your recycling bin. If you have any boxes, we just need a strip so that we can cut some squares out. And you need trois choses qui sont rondes. We need 3 round things. They don't need to be perfectly round, but we need 3 to make un grand, moyen, et un petit cercle. Okay, do you see what I did here? I'm doing circles. These are shapes. We are learning about shapes. There's always a method to Mademoiselle Jory's madness. Okay, so we want to do the first cercle, and I found something in my classroom that I love very much. We know that this is my chapeau de lutin, right? My elf hat. And I'm actually taking my felt, because we want to use our felts for this. And again, friends, this does not need to be the most perfect circle, because I do not know anybody who can rule a perfect circle for a snowman. I've never seen one. And I said this to my friends while I was demonstrating. Sometimes I ask for really great coloring. Je demande pour excellence quant en couleur, because I really want you in those moments to gain strength, okay? This is a little bit different. We're being really super creative right now, and we can kind of let go of some of that perfection, because studying art, Mademoiselle Jory has realized that perfect in art isn't very interesting to look at. When you have little things that are just slightly irregular, it really is something that the audience that's looking at your art loves even more. Okay, Now, mes amis, I'm going to do the moyen cercle, and I have found this is a little CD case. Mes amis, you might not be, the CDs might be going away. Well, they're not. Anyway, just like albums. Okay, maintenant, I'm gonna make the line a little bit thicker encore because I actually want it to be super thicker, because we want to see it after we've cut it out. Et maintenant, notre petit cercle is my bouteille d'eau, my water bottle. Okay, and that's gonna be sa tête. All right, so I have done that. And now I am going to go around and I'm going to color just the little bits of the inside of this part. Okay, we're not coloring all of it on the inside, just these parts. Okay, and Mademoiselle Jory is going to speed up this one for you. Mes amis, you probably saw that I did a little bit of scribbling there. Yeah, because I'm allowing you to do that here. It doesn't need to be gorgeous and pretty. It just needs to look like it's kind of fading out, okay? So I did a whole bunch of barbouillage here, and I used 2 different blues avec les crayons. But I also, if you noticed, I held it differently, okay? This is how we hold when we print and when we color. But sometimes artists, when they're working with charcoal pastels or les autres crayons, they'll do this kind of overhand writing like this. We don't print like this ever, friends, but as an artiste, you can do that. Okay, maintenant, mes amis, we are going to coupe tout notre cercle. We're going to cut our circles out, and I'm also going to quickly time lapse that for you. Maintenant, mes amis, 1, 2, 3 cercles. I've got my 3 circles. Now it's time to start building our snowman. Okay, on commence en bas. And this is where you're going to take your morceau de boîte or cardboard, and you're going to kind of cut a little bit squares. Now, for one of them, I did a higher raise, and I think I'm going to do a higher one with this one too to make it look a little bit more 3D. So, mes amis, je prends ma colle. And yes, Mademoiselle Jory just stuck it right in the middle, which she's already told you that we don't do, but today I'm breaking rules. Okay, for certain things, for art projects, we can break rules sometimes. Okay, et maintenant, milieu, so moyenne, our morceau moyenne. Again, too, they don't have to be perfectly lined up. Et encore, en haut. Boom. Et boom. Et notre ami, la tête. Now I actually went in a little bit far with that one, but I think we might be able to work around that. Okay, so we can see that it's glued on. And it's raised so it looks 3D-ish. Okay, mes amis, we all went through the things that are notre bonhomme de neige a besoin. We know the things that he needs. And the first thing he needs, c'est les boutons pour les yeux, right? Les boutons pour les yeux. Okay? Et maintenant aussi, les boutons sur son ventre. Et ici. OK, les boutons. Maintenant, il a besoin d'un nez. Je prends notre morceau de papier orange and je coupe un triangle. So I cut a triangle. Encore une forme, another shape. OK, et je colle la forme sur son visage ici. So we've got that. Maintenant, mes amis, you told me that he needed une bouche. He needs a mouth. And so I'm just going to draw les petits points comme ça. He's a little bit of a cheeky guy. He's smiling on one side. Et maintenant, mes amis, qu'est-ce qu'on a besoin? Ah oui, les branches. Oui, les branches pour les bras. So here I have my brown paper, et je coupe. I'm just going to cut a little bit of an arm like this. You know, I've done many different kinds of arms. I've done ones that actually have branchies, but I'm going to do these ones today. And the bonus is you can just stick them right underneath. And I think that I'm going to do this to make it look a little bit more branchy. Oui, comme ça. Et un autre. Qu'est-ce qu'il a besoin? What else does he need? What does our bonhomme de neige besoin? So if you looked at your vocabulary, mes amis, we have some vocab en français. Je pense qu'il a besoin un foulard. I want to make him a scarf. And mes amis, c'est un long rectangle. I make a really long rectangle, encore une forme. And I'm going to fold it dans une V. So I don't fold it right like this. I want to make it look like it's blowing in the wind. And I might actually curl it a little bit. It's amazing what you can do avec papier. And then I'm going to les petits coupe, coupe, coupe. Et maintenant, je veux papier noir. I want to find some black paper because I think this guy needs a super jaunty black hat. And I can actually put that underneath there. Et mes amis, je retourne avec papier noir. Voici ma papier noir. And this is another easy one where it's just a strip like this. And then we want to make another long one to go on the hat like that. And it's just as easy as pie. Well, I've never really made a pie, so I don't know how easy it is. Mademoiselle Jory, she's not a cook. Elle n'est pas une chef. Pas du tout. Okay, chapeau. Notre bonhomme de neige is ready to go. You can even decorate his hat if you want. Voilà notre bonhomme de neige avec papier blanc. Now, friends, the steps after these three are exactly the same, so I'm not going to repeat those. I'm just going to show you what to do with papier bleu, with the blue paper. Okay, see you right back in a second. Okay, mes amis, I'm going to speed you through this because you know this step. We're tracing our objects on our blue paper, still using notre feutre noir. Ooh, d'accord, mes amis. So now I've got mes cercles bleus. Again, remember, they don't need to be perfect. As a matter of fact, it'll be way more interesting if they're not. And then I'm going to take a sponge. I'm not using a paintbrush. I'm using a sponge because I want to just dabble, kind of make it look like snow. But we're not going to go all the way through. Just like the other one that had blue on the edges. We're going to keep the edges bleu. Okay, and I'm just going to, I'm not rubbing this, okay? It's called stippling. Just makes it look like it's just snow. Okay, et un autre.
Boop, 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 boop. Tour, tour, tour. Just dab stipples. And then an autre ici. Just a little bit. We really don't want to do too much because we want it to dry. Okay, and maintenant, c'est temps pour couper. I'm going to cut them all out and then I'm going to layer them again.
D'accord, mes amis, voici tous mes bonhommes de neige. Look at all of my snowmen. If you have decorative paper, you can also use that. Okay, it is completely all in your hands, mes amis. This guy's only got one arm, aujourd'hui. So, I look forward to seeing qu'est-ce que tu fais avec les bonhommes de neige. This is a super fun projet d'art pour nous, and love it, and I will see you demain.